Hey there, YouTube. Today I've got a special treat for you. Because it's the 4th of July, I think I'm gonna upload 2 videos today. So, yeah, I hope you guys enjoy. My first battle of the day is against Sonic Fan 14. This is actually a rematch after our battle for first time. He's gonna lead off with his Ghastly as I go into my Strobless, my Pineco, and he's gonna go for the Hypnosis. I just go for the Stealth Rock. I don't really have anything to fear from this Ghastly. He goes for another Hypnosis. It misses again, and I go for Payback. I mean, this really just goes to prove that you can't rely on low accuracy moves. And if you do, you're really just rolling the dice. I mean, Hypnosis, Grass Whistle, they both put your Pokemon to sleep, but they have horrible accuracy. Anyway, he's gonna send out his Drillbur as I go out into my Black Mage expecting the Rapid Spin. And I was correct. No more Rapid Spinning for him. And I go for the Shadow Ball, and I'm just thinking, okay, that's gone. But no, it does a little over half. He goes for the Shadow Claw, and it one-hit KOs. He gets a crit, and I don't... With his unpredictable set, I have no idea if it mattered or not. I'm not even going to try and do the calculations, it's just a toss-up. So now I'm going to send out my Snappy Feet, my Totodile, and go for a Waterfall to knock it out. So down it goes. And next, my opponent's going to send out his Eevee. Eevee. It's funny, after our battle, I asked him what kind of set his Eevee was running, considering what it was using, and he wasn't using the best set for it. So this is the Eevee that I actually offered to breed one for him, and this is the Eevee that came out of it. As you can see, it's got a lot more power. It was able to take out my Snappy Feet in one hit. Well, anyway, back to video. I send out Balto and go for Flame Charge just to take it out and get my speed up. He sends out his Roggenrola, which I'm just thinking, you know, come on. So I pull back my Balto, and I go into my Dirbet. Now, I'm not expecting this Roggenrola to do anything to my Dirbet. He does get a critical with a Stone Edge, but you know, it's not a lot of damage. It wouldn't matter even if he didn't get a critical. So I go for the Earthquake, and it almost KOs, as he goes for the Earthquake, and it does even less damage than the critical with Stone Edge, which wasn't very effective. So now he's going to send out his Archon, as I go for the Recover, and I've got a little surprise for this Archon, and a lot of people expect it. He goes for the Acrobatics, and with that Flying Gem boost, it's going to do a lot. However, I'm going to be able to launch my Blizzard and KO it with one shot. And I think it's really, completely honest, I think it's really funny when people see my Dirbet use Blizzard, because they just do not expect it. So now my opponent's going to send out his Larvesta, and he's going to go for Flame Charge, which I'm thinking, okay, Flame Charge, Eviolite, defensive Wooper, and I don't think it'll knock it out, and I was right, I'm still alive with 1 HP. So it's going to take a lot more than just Flame Charges to knock out this Wooper. So I'm able to go for the Recover, and that's it. He goes for the Will-O-Wisp, as I go for the Recover, expecting the attacking move. And you know, it's like Will-O-Wisp is really gonna suck. But my Dirbet uses Little Cup Stall, which I know it's bad, but that's really the best set this Wooper can use. He just goes for another Flame Charge, as I go for Earthquake, and you know, it's not gonna do a lot, considering I'm burned. It looks to be a 3-hit KO. So unless he's running Morning Sun, I think it is, then I have nothing to worry about. He'll just keep hitting me with these flame charges or the fire type moves that aren't very effective in general, and I'll just keep using Earthquake to knock it out. So looks like one more Earthquake will hit, and here he just kind of sealed his own. He sealed my victory, because he goes for U-turn, pulls back into his Roggenrola, but his Roggenrola is low enough for Stealth Rock to knock it out. So now his last Pokemon is his Larvesta, which he just pulled back, and it was extremely low on HP. So he sends it out, and it's going to die to the Stealth Rocks. And that's the end of our first battle. This next battle is against Eevee Girl 22. I sent her a message on YouTube requesting a battle. She's going to start off with her Tupac, her Ghastly, as I'm going to send out Strobless, my Pineco. Now, I'm figuring this is a standard Ghastly set, so I'm thinking that I might be able to get off at least Stealth Rocks and maybe a layer of Spikes. 2 if I'm lucky. So I go for the Stealth Rock as she goes for the Substitute, and it's going to do more than half damage, which sucks, but you know, that's alright. I set up my Spikes, and she's going to finish me off on this one with a Sludge Bomb. And you know, my Strobless did a good job. It set up the entry hazards, and that's all I needed to do. So next I'm going to send out Flashlight, my Chinchou, and pretty much all that my Chinchou is going to do is break the sub. That's all I need it to do. So, and it does a little over half damage, which really sucks. That Ghastly uses Shadow Ball. It does over half damage. Really sucks. So then I go for Thunderbolt and break its sub. Okay, catching up to the commentary now. So now he's going to take me out with a Sludge Bomb, which, once again, it sucks. But now I can go into my Snappy Feet and set up. Here I wasn't expecting her to withdraw, but I knew that I could take a hit even if she didn't. So I figure I'm free to go for the Dragon Dance either way. And I was right. She switches into her Fruit Stripe, her Blitzel, which I'm guessing that's a reference to the gum. Anyway, I go for Waterfall because I know Blitzels. I tried to use one on my 5th generation team, and I know they're very frail. And I knock it out with 1 Waterfall. Next is going to come Peanut, her Weasel, which I'm thinking is a reference. It's kind of like the Weasel I ran. It's a male Weasel. If anyone's ever seen PB and J otters when they were a kid, they'll know what it is. So I knock it out with a Crunch, which is not very surprising. Weasel is also very defensively frail. Now the Sandshrew I am worried about because Sandshrews tend to be very bulky defensively. Thankfully, that isn't the case here. I managed to knock it out with a Waterfall. Next, she's going to send out I'm Special, for Eevee, and I'm just going to go for the Superpower. I figure since I've already got my Dragon Dance up, I can afford my attack to drop since Snappy Feet's already got such a good attack investment. I just need to be worried about priority attacks now. So down goes her I'm Special, and she's going to send out, Tupac, her Ghastly, and I know I outspeed. I know it's not running any kind of Scarf. I'm just not sure if it has Sucker Punch or not. And it doesn't. I'm free to go for the Crunch. And that critical hit in no way mattered. Not at all. And I think this is her last Pokemon. Yeah, I believe it's her last Pokemon. She sends out Craft, her Charmander. And I just go for a Waterfall, and I'm thinking, okay, unless it's... I really don't see how it's not going to KO. And I'm correct. It KOs no problem. And that's the battle. Kind of a short one. I want to thank both my opponents for those battles. They were a lot of fun. Okay, so without further ado, let's get to our commenter question of the day. Today's commenter question comes from Zook, who commented on my battle, That Rock is Taunting Me. That's a great opponent. He had amazing strategies. How do you record the videos and challenge people? Well, I record the videos by loading the by backing up the information on my DS cartridge to the computer, running it through an emulator called Decime, and then recording it that way. And I challenge people by sending them messages or just going to Smogon and using their battle finder. I hope you guys enjoyed those battles. Comment, rate, subscribe, and challenge, and have a happy 4th of July.